Exactly. Which is why I'm.
You're on right now.
Already, I know. I said I was just wondering if they already filled it, but anyways, hello everybody.
Hello.
How we doing?
Morning, gentlemen.
How we doing? Bulls hat, Sam. We're all in.
We're in. We've made our decision. I almost printed out both logos and made two hats and was gonna do a dramatic which hat am I gonna put on.
That would have been epic. So Sam, it's Bulls over the Heat, even if Jimmy is out for at least a week.
That's correct, because I don't want that ogre Bam injuring Porzingis.
So Miami shenanigans steers you away from them.
Correct. And
Love
I
that.
also think Spoelstra being an excellent coach and having his team firing on all cylinders is a big thing to just have to pay attention to and deal with. So I would like to not see Miami.
Fair.
Man. So obviously Bulls Heat tonight. We're gonna be live for the game. Bobby, you're welcome to join if you want. We didn't ask, so I'm not gonna assume, but
Let's do it.
obviously
That's out of you and me.
It was broached yesterday.
Making me edit a minute in, Sam. That's crazy. Come on, man.
I thought you
Have
could
some
say
awareness.
that.
No.
How is that a word?
Why would you be able to
can't
say that? It's a swear word. It's very clearly a swear word.
That
You
is
can't
not.
take chances, Sammy.
Come on, man.
When you start describing an orifice, then it becomes a thing you can't say on the radio. But on the radio, they can.
No.
Why is our video not on Twitter?
I don't know. That's a good question. It should be. Anyways,
Oh, you have to click it.
Bulls Heat tonight. Winner plays the Celtics in the first round. Loser goes home sad. Sam, by your hat, we can tell who you're rooting for. Bobby, is there any contention's not the right word, but do you disagree at all? Or are you all in on it's got to be the Bulls?
Well, I do want to get to that, but there is an important piece of business. All I know is you two were nominated for a rather prestigious award, courtesy of First to the Floor.
Do you want to see? Here, let me pull up the video.
I don't know if you actually won or not, though.
Can you
I'll
pull up
pull
our
the video.
reaction to winning?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, pull up our reaction. We're gonna do a reactionception. Hold up. Yeah, I guess so.
I hope you guys aren't
Hold
hungover from the after party right
I'm
now.
going to be muting my mic because we have work being done on the roof and I'm on the top floor.
Fair.
Can you guys hear the banging or no?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No,
All right.
not really.
Maybe we're back.
All right, Bobby, here you go. Let me pull it up.
For
Nick
best
Chelsea, who's a beast.
personnel.
I watched this live.
Again,
Amazing.
many write-in nominees of literally hundreds of nominees, and thanks to everyone who voted in. But again, there can only
Just
be
wait.
one winner. Drum roll, please. The winner of the 2024 CLNS Best Personality goes to Simone and Sam LaFrance.
Look, that's hilarious.
Congratulations to these two as they
How
made
else are
their
you supposed
way
to celebrate?
to accept their award. Michelle
Crazy. Like, what are we doing? We did, in fact, win. That was so funny, though. Like, just
Very,
shout out
very
to the first
big thanks
floor
to
guys.
them for nominating us. And
Yeah, those
thank
guys
you
are
to people that
jokes.
voted because that was a voting decision award. They didn't just say, we like these guys, so we're going to give it to them.
Hey, just don't let it go to your heads. You know, keep putting out great content.
I don't have sunglasses in my room, but if I did, I would put them on.
I'm
Man.
surprised it's not a sunglasses and Advil kind of morning for you two after a celebration like that.
Yeah, you know.
I
Long
was
day.
literally taking a nap during the thing. We recorded our both teams are injured video after that was already decided, and Jack pulled it up without me knowing. And I was like, oh, I meant to watch that, but I literally got home yesterday and took a nap. I was exhausted.
I was exhausted too. Also, I'm still full from the chicken katsu.
I
was
didn't
good.
have any more food yesterday.
Neither
my
did I.
credit.
It was really good. Held me the rest of the day.
Man. But Celtics getting back on track here after our giant award ceremony, which, you know, you win an award, you got to celebrate. It happens. Again, I ask you, Bobby, Bulls Heat tonight. Sam has made it clear based on the screen that he's rooting for the Bulls. I tend to lean that same way. Is there any like inkling in your mind that like maybe you should want the Heat instead if there's no Jimmy? Are you all in on Bulls?
If you want to win a championship and you're worried about the Heat without Jimmy for multiple games and who knows when he's able to return, or hey, are the Bulls actually the more difficult opponent and is that who we need to avoid right now? Get out of here with that train of thought. You're going to have to beat good teams to win a title. and these two don't really fit the bill right now, especially in the case of Miami. And so with Chicago, yeah, you can definitely make the case that if Caruso's good to go and you've got Kobe White coming off a career night and he shows out in the playoffs and you've got DeRozan there, you can definitely make the case that, hey, maybe they're more frisky than given credit for going into the series. They shouldn't beat the Celtics. They shouldn't really push it to 6 games even, quite frankly. So to me, no, I'm not worried about the Chicago Bulls playing the Celtics to the point of we need to worry about avoiding them. And Miami, without Jimmy Butler, if you can't beat them in that scenario, then you don't deserve to win a title.
So first and foremost, the Celtics better not lose either of the first 2 games of this series. 1, because they're at home. 2, because there's a massive gap in between them. So I don't think I need to be sitting around for multiple days thinking about how they lost. But to Bobby's point, it really shouldn't matter which team they play, especially with no Jimmy in Miami. And the Celtics should be able to take care of business. I mean, these teams kind of suck. They simply do. Jack, we watched the Sixers game on playback, and you couldn't speak more about how both of those teams suck. And then Chicago looked decent against Atlanta, who plays no defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Bulls, man. Like, what else are we supposed to say? Like, the Bulls they're bad. They're not a good basketball team. And when you're in the context of like, oh, maybe win 1 game, then you can get on it. Like, yeah, you get in. It's the Bulls. You can beat the Heat. It's a 1-game scenario. 7-game series, like that's the Celtics dream. Like you go into the play-in expecting like a fight. Like I think the Celtics fans would have rather played the Bulls than the Hawks, who the Bulls beat. So listen, it's Bulls all the way. At the very least, Jimmy being out a week is a little solace of if the Bulls do lose, like you should still be fine. You should be fine regardless of who's healthy. But it said multiple weeks, but at least a week, I think, is the general consensus. But
they're gonna get their voodoo going down there.
Yeah.
So game 5 of the Celtics first round series is exactly 2 weeks from the playing game against Philly when Butler got injured.
That means must sweep.
Interesting.
Because then you might lose.
So if you're up 3-0, Jimmy's just getting back. Sam's nervous.
Exactly. Like it does not matter what the Celtics lead the playoffs will be. I can talk myself into well, if they lose this one, it could really screw them.
Anyways, so we're all in on Chicago. We're all Chicago fans tonight. And somebody asked earlier, but I didn't see it until like afterwards, so I forgot to answer. We will be live on playback. Michael will be there for the game. Don't you worry about it. So we'll be there. Bulls fans, Sam, I like the hat. I'll have to grab the Bulls jersey that I have and hang it back here somewhere. I don't even know what Bulls jersey I have, but I definitely have one because I have one for the team.
So I'm never going to clean my closet again because when I played rec league basketball way back in the day, they would give you like whatever team like on the front of the uniform. And one time we were the Bulls, and I don't have it anymore because I threw it away. But I used to have like all of them. So it would have been a sick day to just have the Bulls t-shirt on too.
That would have been fire if you showed up.
Would you do donate it or just get rid of it?
Yeah, I think Savers.
Tough. It's dumb. Like unfortunate. But all right. Do we want to do any other play-in talk? I don't want to breeze by it, but I don't know how much else there is to talk about other than go Bulls. Like this realistically, the Celtics should knock on wood. Like they should take care of business.
Got to pull up the Bulls introduction song. The Jordan one.
Do they have one?
Oh, fire, obviously.
It is a good one.
It's a little different when it's being called for Nikola Vucevic, though. Compared
to
I
don't know. I don't know if it plays. I don't know if you can.
Like,
I feel like that's disrespectful.
Like the Sunmu.
Chicago native, though.
Yeah. All right.
Please. Do we want to do?
Do we want to do the picture?
Yeah.
Can I pull up the picture?
Hell yeah.
Pull it up.
Let me find it. I'm scouring some other stuff at the moment too. I'm doing triple duty. I've got stuff that I'm trying to figure out, plus I'm doing trivia, plus I have to pull the picture. So let me find the picture.
You guys all be happy to know my pinky's feeling a little bit better.
There we go.
Day by day.
I saw the progress reports earlier on social media.
Yeah.
I need y'all to tell me if I'm dumb. Did they always have Joe in the banner of the Boston Celtics Twitter, or did they add Joe?
I can't tell you.
Was he always there? Do you guys not have any idea? No idea.
They should have put him in the middle.
Interesting.
Or like a movie poster where like his face is just huge. like in the
I
back.
feel like Joe wasn't there before. Maybe I'm crazy though. All right, let me find this team picture. It's got to be on their page somewhere. Yep, here it is.
I do have
Okay.
a finger sleeve. It's well worn now, but
Let me put it here so it's bigger.
I love that after this, they came back with Paul Pierce in it again.
the
Yeah.
team is so lame for not just tweeting that one. Fraud watch.
Well, they
All right.
probably had to do one where it's just the actual team and
Yeah.
take it literally.
Okay. So here's the question. This is what we got. The question we were talking about, Sam. We'll start with the front. 4v4, who wins? You see what we're talking about?
I do see. So you on one side you have Hauser, Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Jalen versus Tatum, Horford, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, who are interestingly set.
This is also a good question. Why is Jordan Walsh not there?
Yeah,
That is-
Salt.
Good point.
That is fuck. Damn. That does suck. Yeah, Sam. 4v4. I think Bobby and I had the same answer, but Justin disagreed.
So I kind of think the left side wins.
Okay.
Not having Tatum is a big advantage because the
Okay,
ball
do
might
seriously. Do
move
this
a little bit
seriously.
more.
No. Do this seriously. Don't be a jerk about
Atlas Sam.
it. Yeah, come on.
Well, I think the left side does have like a more versatile offense. I think that Porzingis being there is a big leg up on the competition. I think he's just an incredible versatile offensive player. Holiday can still give you buckets on offense. Obviously, Jalen is a bucket getter. But then again, now that I'm thinking about it, like this, the right side has more size. And Tatum is a versatile size, and Porzingis is the only big guy that the left side has. So I actually am a little bit torn, but I'm not sure. I think
team.
my knee jerk
Right.
was left side.
I was team right side, and I think Bobby. Were you right side as well?
So I was team right side, but I get why Sam gravitated left because this would be a phenomenal game. And I think that I think there's a case that the left side is more talented. They have 3 players that have made an all-star game. And Derek White certainly had an all-star caliber season, but Drew Holiday, I think it's easy to forget that he's capable of so much more than the role he's fulfilling in Boston, despite
Correct.
how well he's doing in what with what's asked of him. So I look at this game and I think who's more talented, the left, but who do I think figures out how to win, the right. And so I'll go with Jason Tatum being on the best floor, Derek White, and then I trust that team to get it done.
Yeah, I'm team right side. I think Tatum's obviously the best player, right? And I think you have more consistency across the board. Like, obviously, Drew's a great lockdown defender. Obviously, Jalen is Jalen. Obviously, Porzingis does what he does in the middle of the floor, but you do Tatum guarding Jalen. I think you got matchup Tatum or advantage Tatum, I should say. I think you've got Porzingis guarding or Al guarding Porzingis, which I think is obviously Porzingis has the offensive advantage, but in terms of defense, I think Al could do a pretty good job. Then Derek versus Drew. I think Drew has the slight advantage because he's bigger, but I think Peyton is a better player than Hauser overall. And so I think he'd probably be able to get by him. The biggest thing for me is the right side has the best 2-man game. I get cookies and cream. I get it. But Tatum, Derek White 2-man game is the best on the team, let alone in the side versus side. So I think I agree with Bobby's point that maybe you have slightly more talent on the left side, but I think the team right side would win a 4v4.
Well, Pritchard is almost in the same camp as Holiday with he can do so much more than what they ask him to do. So he would be a joy to watch in this type of setting. And he could absolutely cook. And I think that does give the right side a little bit of a leg up too. But I think it would be an unbelievable game for the ages. Like all-time Health Tracks matchup. And if you don't know, Health Tracks is like where I play my local basketball and the court isn't big enough for 5-on-5. So it's always 4-on-4.
I also would be fascinated to see the respective impact of Pritchard and Hauser and what that looks like covering each other. For example, Hauser on Pritchard really difficult matchup. There's a reason you don't see him guard point guards. And then with Pritchard, can his on-ball pressure be enough to limit Hauser's impact as a shooter and mitigate the size advantage? And do they run Hauser off screens and it doesn't even matter if Pritchard recovers because he's shorter? So that matchup could honestly be what swings it because of the even nature of the other ones.
Yeah. Perhaps the more interesting question, though, Sam, which we dove into, is who wins a 3v3?
3v3 at the top would be Springer versus in Tillman and Nemi versus Cornette,
Yeah.
O'Shea, and Svi. So
this argument got more heated than the front. For
this one got more heated?
Yeah.
I feel like this one's easy.
See, you say that. That's what Justin said, but then Justin had a different answer from me.
Well, I think the right side is an easy win.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
Svi is an unbelievable offensive player. O'Shea Brissett is extremely athletic and is more versatile than Tillman, even though he can't really shoot that well. In Cornette and Nemi, you can make it chalk if you want. Like, you can be like, listen, both these guys are just about equal. But Svi being there is an unbelievable advantage. Like, he's like another one like Holiday and Pritchard that he can do far more than they ask him to do. It feels like Tillman being there is a bit redundant. And I think Springer's a dog. That's my guy. But I don't know if we've seen the best of him just yet.
Kata's ramming all over Cornette. Timo, just nah. Like, with all due respect to Kata, I think Kata is great. That team on the left is not scoring the basketball. They're not gonna get any points. Like, zero.
Well, Nemi does look like prime Shaq when he plays in the G League, except for Monday when
Cornette's
he was
not a G League
legitimately
center,
sick.
Though. Like, Cornette. Sorry, Bobby. I'll let you talk to.
Yeah, I think before the Kata Cornette debate that Sam nailed it, where who do you trust to shoot better and get better possessions more consistently? And because it's Svi versus Springer, the answer is that the right side should win this game. Also, if they end up with Tillman having to chase around O'Shea Brissett off the ball, that's not a fun matchup for Xavier. So we can talk about O'Shea finishing at the rim and how that also needs to improve, but he might just be getting dunks off of running Tillman until the point where he doesn't keep up and he breaks free.
Yeah, it's just Svi Mikhailo, like, this is the way I described it when I was talking about it with Justin and Bobby, is this is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to run a pick and roll. They're going to put Brissett wherever, in the dunk spot, in the corner, wherever, with Tillman on him, right? That's going to be the matchup. Then they're going to bring Cornette to screen Springer. They're going to get Nemi in space. Respect to Nemi, who's a fine post defender, maybe. Svi's going to cook him in space. And then if Tillman tries to help over off Brissett, that's an easy lob for a dunk. Like, you can't guard that offense with the personnel they have, with Nemi guarding Svi in space. And then defensively, like, you can talk all you want about, Svi Mikhailo isn't a good defender. Svi Mikhailo could leave Jaden Springer butt naked open in the corner. It'd be okay. Like, come on. What are you doing? Ashton says, if you replace Pritchard with Svi, would you still pick the right side in terms of put Svi in Pritchard's place? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, sorry guys, this is a shot unnecessarily.
O'Shea is throwing the ball as hard as possible off the back of the rim.
This is an interesting question too. Where is this? I saw it. Somebody asked who would coaches. Coaches is a fun question. So back row versus back row.
This is more of a you question, Jack.
That's uneven though. Well, my guys aren't even here. They got snubbed. Yeah, because they only did assistants. But I have seen that most of these guys play. Are we doing top side versus top side and then cutting off the guy in the far right? If that's it, then left side is 21-0ing the right side, respectfully. Yes. Sorry, Sam Cassell, but you're cooked. There's just too much talent on the left side compared to
now. What if it's everyone in their current state, Sam Cassell, not at the end, but near the end of his professional basketball career?
I still don't think they win. You got a former NBA player, a former D1 athlete, and Charles Lee, who played, I don't know if he played like college. I know he at least played college. I don't know if he played overseas too, but and then Matt Reynolds is hanging out too. But the left side is just
Matt Reynolds can shoot.
He can when he's open. He can shoot like Svi can shoot. So maybe every once in a while it'll go in.
No, Matt
Um,
Reynolds can shoot.
Rick, the front office guys on the front. I mean, if Brad and Joe are on the same team, they just win. Like, so I think I think that's whatever team Joe's on for the front office for the front side.
I would love to see Brad play. I feel like Brad is one of those like sick 90s point guards that's really, really good at like throwing entry passes.
I mean, I see you've seen the DePaul highlights.
No.
Yeah, he cooked.
I'm sorry, DePaul is
Give
such
the
a
spank bank.
weird name for college because I want to say DePaul, but it sounds like you're saying it with a speech
It's
impediment.
borderline copyright infringement.
They tried their
Really
very
bad.
best. It's
That
DePaul
feels
with a southern drawl.
A pardon my take type of thing, Sam,
What's that?
where it's just like, let's take something that exists and slightly change it.
Yeah, it's like I forget. I think I was listening to Are You Garbage and they were talking about coleslaw and they were saying, are they trying to say cold slaw? But they actually like said it a different way.
Jesus.
They are hilarious, though.
Those guys are awesome, man. They're going to be in Providence next week, and I didn't buy tickets because of the dumb Celtics playoff schedule not being out, and they don't play either of the days.
And it's
And now
sold
it's
out.
sold out. Yep.
Yeah. That stinks.
Thanks a whole lot, Adam Silver. I'm so happy they embarrassed him at the All-Star game.
Next thing, Sam, you mentioned it. I know you probably listened to Pardon My Take this morning. I listened to one clip of it. I didn't get a chance to listen to the rest of it. But hit me with some of the big things. The only one I saw was Joe getting willingly beat up after the Hawks game. That was the clip that I watched. But I
He
didn't
did.
hear anything else.
Respect. I think, everybody thought a beating was deserved after that. For the entire team, though, it should have been everybody having to get choked out after the 30-point blown lead. But no, Joe is an awesome interview. I think we all kind of know that he has a great personality that he doesn't always want to let everyone see all the time. And that was the perfect setting for him to completely go out there, joke around, have a ton of fun. He talked about his love for the town, and that really stemmed from his time as an assistant coach, where he had to stay up after games and find a way to keep himself awake. So he would throw that on, or he would throw on Whiplash, which is also an excellent movie. Shout out J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson, and The Dark Knight to keep him engaged, to get him pumped up. And he said, he doesn't really watch it as much anymore, but he did have some fun town talk with Big Cat and PFT. He spoke about his being a psychopath, like Timo says, where Noah tweeted the clip, but it's like, yeah, like no matter what, I'm always trying to win each situation. Because they asked him, they were like, okay, Joe, if you go in and you go to Dunkin' Donuts, how are you going to win the situation? He's like, well, I'm in line. I'm looking at all the other people in here. Could I take them? Where are the exits? Just trying to determine what the best way for him to rise to the occasion if a fight breaks out or whatever it may be. And he said something that I live by. And I don't know if we've had this discussion before, Jack. I will never. I prefer not to sit with my back to the door if I'm at a restaurant. Joe is exactly the same way. He will not. He is a facing the door guy at all times.
Bobby, have you gotten a chance to listen at all?
I haven't yet. Much respect for the approach there. And with Joe, I mean, just given his jiu-jitsu abilities, you would think that in a Dunkin' Donuts, when you generalize the people that walk in, that Joe Mazzulla will be the last one standing. You would feel pretty good putting your money on him to be the only one who walks out if need be.
I won't spoil it, but there's also a really interesting path that he goes down, talking about how he uses jiu-jitsu and martial arts to prepare himself for tense situations and things. I know he's talked about in the past, but he goes into nice detail and really goes into the mentality behind all of it. And we know that Joe is a big mentality first guy. It's what he always preaches in the pressers. It's what he instills into his team. So having him explain that was pretty fun. I also think a Joe Mazzulla cameo stint in professional wrestling would be excellent.
Him coming through the curtain would be sick.
Yes.
And then to your earlier point there, Sam, it's interesting. He spoke with Jared Weiss of The Athletic about how he felt like he had to earn the right to show more of his personality this year compared to when he just came on the scene last season. And so we've gotten him to give us more access to that side of Joe Mazzulla. And it's been really cool to see. And he's put it on display in a number of different ways, from just being calmer, being able to joke with the media more, to different things like the interview he just did with NBC Sports Boston, where he's talking about his father's gym in Rhode Island. Shout out to you guys for hooping there. And just like what that meant to him. And that I don't think people knew that Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals was also his dad's birthday. So it's just a whole nother layer to Joe Mazzulla. So to be able to allow people, especially the fans, to connect with him more as a person, not just the coach of the Celtics, I think is a really cool thing that just strengthens that bond.
The best part of the interview is he talks about something called the Alpha Challenge or Alpha Games or something. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not going to ruin it, but
Thank you for those spoilers.
Excellent content.
I'm pulling up as soon as we get out of here, so I cannot wait.
I don't blame you. I was so excited to go to the gym today. I was like, I get to listen to Joe Mazzulla. I'm like in there like doing shoulder lifts like this, laughing.
I need to go sit in a bank after this because I need to transfer money from one of my accounts from when it was frauded all those months ago because I couldn't fix my direct deposit. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go figure it out. But anyways,
for the playoffs.
That's why I need it, because I need to be able to do it. I still need to make sure that I get to go to the playoffs. But anyways,
you're in.
Show up. You're Eric Andre outside the White House.
Yeah. We'll see.
How can you win that bank situation, Jack?
What do you mean?
Yeah, get your Mazzulla.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to win it. The way I win it is just I tried to go earlier this morning, but there wasn't even a like parking spot open in the lot. Like I was like, I'm just turning around. There's no point in me like sitting in here like waiting for something that's clearly not gonna happen. But anyways, all right. I am still figuring out trivia, but I think I have the answer that I'm gonna rock with here. I'm just trying to figure out what would be best. I have two. Okay, I'll let you. You know, I have two up here. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one you'd rather do. So, the first one is, I need to read the criteria I put in for this. So most field goals made in a first round playoff game since 2010 is the first one.
By a Celtic.
Yeah.
Or like I didn't know if you were doing by a Celtic / somebody against the Celtics.
No. By a Celtic. Yes, sorry. By a Celtic. The next one is
see Timo's comment.
No, what'd he say?
From the town.
Probably Fenway. And you know what? We're not doing that one. I made the decision myself because I think the other one will be more fun.
Breaking play and update. Alex Caruso will play.
It sounded like he was gonna. It sounded like they were like leaning towards him.
Also, I know Miami booking their flight in advance.
That's not a real thing. Don't do that.
I only said it to make you mad. That is the equivalent of people posting the Tatum dunk for you.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Quit posting this. This is stupid. Stop sharing it.
Okay. Since 2010, I'm typing this out, so I'm gonna talk, or I'll tell you, then I'll type it out, so I don't wait. Since 2010, we're doing the longest streak of first round playoff games played with at least 20 minutes. So the longest number of first round playoff games in a row with 20 minutes played. I'm gonna type this out. I'll give you all time to think. We're starting a new series today.
This was the right choice, Jack.
Yeah, this is better. Let's see. All right, most
Amir Johnson
playoff games.
Amir Johnson might go the whole playoffs without being on the answer to any trivia question.
Oh, I need to turn off the chat, actually.
Yes, also true.
I'm golfing tomorrow. I'm so excited.
It's literally me for 3 weeks leading up to Spider-Man. I can't wait for Spider-Man. That's Jack golfing.
All right, I'm just adjusting the scoreboard again.
Sam, have you ever gone in costume to a Spider-Man movie?
No. You can't do that. No. I think we've talked about this on How About Them Celtics before, where I was like, I love it as much as the next guy, but that's like unacceptable. Like that's weird.
I'll leave it.
I think there is like a power ranking of like the most alarming ones, though. Like, I think if somebody goes dressed up as Spider-Man, it is like strange, but it's not alarming. But like if somebody's like the Joker, then you get a little bit nervous. That kind of thing. I think Batman
That
gets
is
a
funny.
pass. Thanos would get a pass. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other good ones. Maybe it is just like you can be anyone but the Joker, and it's okay. But if you're the Joker, it's a little like scary.
Yeah, I mean, if you're all
Alrighty.
face painted out for the movie, it's like,
Yeah,
calm it down.
face paint's tough.
All right, here. I had to adjust it so we could read the question and everything else. Let's get cooking. Who won the last series? Sam?
I did.
Sam,
I believe so. I believe you get to go first here.
I'm gonna guess Marcus.
Alrighty. And this is the number of games in a row, by the way. It's 35. Obviously, like I'm just the context. 35 games in a row. First round games. To you, Bobby. Gonna have to bust out the Jeopardy music early.
Yeah, for real. I will go with Tatum.
Good answer. Good answer. I thought it was 0.
No,
Could you imagine?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna guess Jalen.
Alrighty.
Oh, that was actually a terrible guess. Shame.
To you, Bobby. And it's since 2010. That's 2009-10 season. So since the 2010 playoffs, just for context, which is like, duh. Like that's yeah. Not that I needed to give you that context, but in case it was confusing at all. I can't hear the roof now, though. I hear it.
You can.
Like
Okay, I'll mute.
No. Don't you mute? It sounds like whenever
It's actually
I come
Joe
in
and
the door,
Frank's dad's company.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whenever I hear whenever I come in the house and Duke's sitting on the couch, I hear his tail going like that. So that's what I thought it was for a second. He's chappy. I love Duke.
I will go with Isaiah Thomas.
Alrighty.
It's 3 seasons. Yeah.
16. To you, Sam.
I am gonna guess Al Horford.
27. All right, Bobby. RJ, you guys have chat off?
I have chat off.
Chat off.
Bobby, yeah.
Yep,
Good
chat
job,
off.
RJ. Good job. Yeah, that's it, RJ. You're there.
This is a tough question. It's fun.
Good.
I literally can't. I'm so happy that this playing game starts at 7. It's like an extra half hour. I don't have to wait. Maybe we'll do, because when I watched back the award show this morning, our man Doc Rivens was in the chat, happy for us, but of course he had to say Jack is going to eat on stream. Maybe I'll do a food challenge.
What are we thinking, Bobby?
I
They're
will
gonna ask me about
go
the food challenge. I was like, wings, duh,
with
idiot.
Kevin Garnett.
Good answer.
I hope so.
20.
We'll guess Pierce.
Alrighty.
It's 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4 years worth.
12.
Only 12. Devastating.
All right, Bobby. What you got?
Is the door open for me?
Did he get hurt in one of those games?
Relatively speaking,
I'm gonna have to flip a switch here.
you would need a little help, but it's not impossible. You needed Al Horford. That was the big one, but
And
it's not possible.
I'm going to make it so much worse. I was between 3 people, and Al Horford was one of them.
Yeah.
I have someone in mind, but
Got a couple. I can't believe that.
is there someone who's like the best option left by a considerable amount?
Am I allowed to
Green
answer
light.
him?
Answer it. Yeah.
Not really, no.
Okay.
No, not really.
I can't believe Pierce is only 12. Am I forgetting something? Did he get hurt?
It was from 2010 to 2012. So
2010 to 2012. So they played who in the first round of the 2010 playoffs?
he must have gotten like injured or something and didn't play 20 minutes in one of the games.
I will try Rondo.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, that's not the reaction I wanted.
14. Yeah. Go ahead, Sam.
14. So I'm up 11.
Mm-hmm. Throw for content?
I don't know if this is going to be thrown for content, but I do have a guess I really like.
Get your Dejounte Porter on.
But it could be a
Timmy,
slip.
do it. Do it.
I go Avery Bradley. It should be
Bobby.
15,
He
15,
he was
17.
He
Can I
closed the
tell
door,
you
Bobby.
who I
at
said,
50.
and I didn't want to guess him. That's a shame.
Yep. Would you like to do a final guess? Unfortunately, that is.
Because there were teams he was on that just flat out weren't good.
Yeah.
It was just it
And then
was the 13 Celtics, and then 15 when they got swept, 16, 17 was actually he didn't play in game 1 of the 16 season.
And he had the shoulder injuries in whatever year was 2012.
I don't know.
It's tough.
Nonetheless, he got to 18.
Alrighty. Sam's on his comeback trail.
What were some of the other good answers?
You got all the good ones. The next best was Brandon Bass at 13.
Okay.
Jay Crowder at 12. But Bobby, you needed Al Horford. That would have evened the board and kept it close, but tough one.
So the way I look at it is that when you get to 4 wins, then you win the whole thing. So I look at it as like it's 1-0, and Sam is trying to get to 4 series wins to make it 1-1 in totality, like tennis almost.
It's fair.
I see. So yeah, just look at his Bobby has
Like
won 4
matches
series.
versus
Sam has
sets.
won 3 series. Yeah, I guess. Fair enough. Alrighty. I think that about does it for us. Bobby, is there anything else we wanted to go over?
I think we hit on it all.
That's the wrong button. There we go.
That is one hell of a zoom in.
We'll be here for playback tonight. We'll be on the YouTube as well, but playback is where you need to be if you want to watch the game with us. Playback.tv/HowAboutThemCeltics. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. Subscribe to How About Them Celtics. Check out Bobby's work at si.com/NBA/Celtics. And I'll let Sam wrap it up.
Thank you very much for watching with us live. If you're here, we do appreciate that very much. Like Jack said, come through to playback tonight. You're going to get an extended Talkin sees there. So if you had fun on Wednesday, more of the same coming tonight. Maybe we'll have extra people if they decide they would like to come through. We don't know. But you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content we put out, the award-winning content that we put out. We have full pods Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We have game recaps the morning after. We have other videos in between. And we have these streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Celtics of the Round Table around 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. And we are live for pregame, a half hour before each game. You don't want to miss any of it. Make sure you hit the bell. You can give Bobby a follow on Twitter at Bobby Kravitsky. You can find him put in the work for Inside the Celtics. He's on the beat there. He's giving you great coverage, so check it out. You can find Jack and I on Spotify and Apple as well. We have the full pods and game recaps there for you. So if you follow us, they'll go right to your feed. Leave us a 5-star review. We would appreciate it. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We're recording at some point tomorrow. So if you want to get your thoughts in the episode, send us your stuff now. Send it now. or after the playing game, which is probably when we'll get a lot of emails, if I had to guess. You can find us on socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Our Facebook is just the name of the pod. Our streams are there. They're on YouTube and they're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is at Jack Simone NBA. Bobby's is at Bobby Kravitsky. And mine is at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.